Hi, Nathan Harris here from Shinkondo Dojo. In this video, we'll be looking at movements 5, 6 and 7 from the Toitsu Taiso. These three movements are all about moving the head and neck. We start standing in Shizantai with our hands resting on our hips. This helps keep our shoulders down throughout the movement. It's quite common if the hands are just resting by the side that people start to raise their shoulder throughout the movement. So this is just a little something to help us keep our shoulders nice and relaxed throughout. The first movement, number 5, is leaning the head to the left and then the right. And it looks like this. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi. That was one set. In normal training or normal practice, we do 2 sets. A few little bits and pieces. It's handy to think about stretching the head up and over in a gentle, relaxed way, rather than thinking about bringing the ear to the shoulder. Bringing the ear to the shoulder tends to tense the muscle here, and we'd rather concentrate on stretching the muscle here gently. So if you had a tennis ball, you can imagine that it's sitting here on the side of the neck and that you're stretching up and over. The 6th movement starts exactly the same. We're in Shizantai, hands on hips, and this one is leaning the head forward and then back. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi. Again, we'd normally perform 2 sets. So, in this particular movement, the eyes are especially important. You want to keep them relaxed in your skull and your gaze is directly ahead. And as you move, you just let your gaze move with you. Don't try to look where you're going, or don't let your eyes fix on something and then try to remain there as you move. I also like using this particular exercise to let people in regular class hear themselves count and hear each other count. If you're not counting before you move, you'll hear a difference sometimes in your voice, because this movement compresses the throat or stretches the throat. And as we count, if I count in the wrong spot, if I count as I move, ichi, ni, san, shi, there's a slight change in pitch, and if you listen carefully, you can hear yourself, and it's a good prompt to keep us counting correctly, keep us in the moment and mindful of what we're doing. The 7th movement in the Toitsu Taiso, again, is a neck and shoulders exercise. Hands are on hips, we're standing Shizantai, and we're turning our head this time, first to the left. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi. Again, we perform 2 sets. And just as in the last exercise, the eyes are particularly important. They should just remain facing forward. Your gaze stays directed forward and you move. In this particular exercise, one good pointer is to not try and stretch too far. So this is a gentle stretch. Don't try and look all the way over your shoulder. You'll create tension down through the back of the neck and into the shoulder. So that's been movements 5, 6 and 7 of the Toitsu Taiso. Thank you for watching. There'll be a link to an explanatory post on our blog in the notes. See you next time.